Hi guys, it's Kendra. So welcome back to our channel, and as you can see by the title, I have another perfume video for you guys, and I feel like I haven't done a perfume video in a while. I feel like the last one I did was maybe February. Yes, it was February, and I felt like it was time to do another one because spring is among us, and I thought it would be a great opportunity to share some of my favorite spring scents with you guys that I've been loving, that I'm going to continue to wear throughout the springtime. I have 6 perfumes here. I narrowed it down to 6 because I like to give you guys like the best of the best for my collection this year, and I think these are great spring options for you guys if you're wondering what you should be wearing this spring, and if you don't know what kind of perfume to wear in the springtime. I hope you guys find these helpful because I love these scents. If you're wondering like my spring fragrance scent profile, I really like sweet florals and I like fresh florals. I'm not so much into like just the strictly floral scent. I like some sweetness or like some fresh like cleanness to my floral fragrances. So that's what you're gonna see here in today's video. Okay, so the first scent I have here is from Narciso Rodriguez, and it's Narciso Poudre by Narciso Rodriguez, like I said. And this one, I know a lot of people don't really like this brand because of the musk note that's in all of his scents, but for me personally, this one is absolutely incredible. It's so feminine. It's like a sweet powdery floral. So if you guys are into like a very soft feminine perfume, it's not like a gourmand sweet, it's definitely a floral sweet. But for me personally, this one smells like the perfect everyday spring perfume if you're someone who likes sweet and powdery. So for me personally, I think if you're super feminine, you would love this. It's perfect for work. It's perfect for lunch, dinner. It's like day and night in my opinion, just because of that sweetness. And this has great projection also. I also think it has like a really nice clean undertone to it to where you don't feel like it's too sweet. So it has that freshness. So this one in particular is the best one, like from the original line when he first came out with these. And I wish I could have got my hands on the white one though, because I heard good things about the white one. And I do have the lotion for the white one. I think there's just the original Narciso perfume. The lotion smells amazing, so if you can get your hands on the lotion, get that. But this one is for sure one of his best ones. Obviously, you guys know I love his Musk Noir Rose perfume, but that one is super sexy and seductive. This one is just very pretty and feminine. So if you guys are looking for a really pretty feminine scent, you need this. It lasts so long, and I'm just obsessed with the bottle. It looks so nice on your vanity. And the spray though, like the mist is amazing. I pay attention to those kind of things when it comes to fragrance because sometimes the mist makes the experience just more enjoyable. And this is a white floral, but it's a woody white floral. So if you guys are into woody notes in your fragrances, you're gonna love this one. It also is a sweet woody floral. This has jasmine, Bulgarian rose. It has some orange blossom, which I'm not a fan of, but I don't smell too much of it in here. But I think that's where the sweetness comes from, because too much orange blossom, in my opinion, can be too sweet. It also has musk, like all of his fragrances. It has cedar, vetiver, and it does have some patchouli. So I highly recommend this one if you guys are looking for a nice new feminine, soft, sweet. Next, I have something that's a little bit more on the fruity side, a little bit more tropical. So if you guys like fruity and tropical, but still a hint of floral, you're gonna love this one. And this is Moschino Gold Fresh Couture. I'm pretty sure I just butchered that name. I just said like the order wrong. Gold Fresh Couture by Moschino. I love this one. I haven't tried the original, like their original like Windex looking bottle, like the blue one, so I don't know what that one smells like. But the first time I smelled this one years ago, y'all, I was blown away by this perfume. It's a spicy, clean, tropical, fresh smell, if that makes sense. It's so good. This is good for summer too, I'm not gonna lie. It kind of smells like a vacation, but it also smells like a good like spring day for the fruity girls. So if you like fruity, you're gonna love this. It also, like I said, has some kind of spice to it, like a kick. It still like has that freshness to it that I'm sure the first two probably have, because I know there's a pink one also aside from the blue one. This has that freshness, but it's more like it's fruity and it's sweet and juicy, but it's still like crisp. It's super like casual. This is like the perfect like like white tee with some cut off shorts and like some Converse. Like, it's just so pretty but also practical smelling. Not boring, it's really fun. This is a fun, pretty, casual perfume. So this has pear, mango, white peach, rhubarb leaf. That might be the kick that I'm smelling. Like I said, it has some spice, so maybe it's the rhubarb leaf. It has mandarin orange, grapefruit, orchid, jasmine, lily of the valley, and base notes are the vanilla, musk, sandalwood, and patchouli. I definitely smell the patchouli and the sandalwood. I don't really smell too much of the vanilla unless I'm not waiting long enough for it to dry down, but for sure all those fruity notes, you're gonna smell every single fruit in here. You're gonna love this one if you like fruity scents. Okay, so this next one is probably one of my favorite spring perfumes of all time, and that's saying a lot considering I have a lot of perfumes obviously, but I will say that my spring collection is probably the smallest, like out of like all my perfumes, and this one is such a gem. I fell in love with it when it first came out years ago. I don't even remember what year this came out. It's not super old, but it's definitely not like a new perfume. It's not recent. And that is Dolce by Dolce & Gabbana, the original Dolce. I know they have so many different flankers of this perfume, but this one is probably the best one in my opinion, just because like the original DNA of this one just smells so special. And I think the ones after this one are kind of basic and body spray smelling. This one is just so pretty and feminine and fresh, but like a hint of fruity in there. Like, it's just the perfect spring scent. If you guys are into floral fragrances, you're going to love this. And I know a lot of people don't like florals, but I think this would be a good introduction into florals if you're afraid of like floral perfumes, because this one is just so lovely. That's the word I would use to describe this one. It's a lovely perfume. So girly and aquatic and also sweet. It's just so good. I love this perfume. Something about it is really nostalgic to me. Like, it has like a really timeless scent to it. It's just so good. So if you guys are looking for like the perfect go-to like floral for spring, not too sweet, not too anything, it's for sure this one. So this does have neroli, papaya flower, water lily, narcissus, amaryllis. I think that's how you say it. All these are flowers. The top and middle notes that I'm mentioning, and the base is musk and cashmere. And the base is very soft and pretty, but it has like this cleanness to it. It's like a crisp, clean dry down that's like a hint of sweetness from all those pretty florals coming through. It still has an aquatic undertone to it for some reason, which is really unexpected in a perfume like this. So if you guys are looking for something really special, then you really need this. I love this. And it also lasts a really long time. Like, if you have this in your own collection, you can recognize the smell on other people, because like I said, it's not a basic smell. Okay, so next we have something that's very new. And if you guys have watched any of our recent favorites videos, you know I'm obsessed with the new Givenchy Irresistible. So when I saw they were coming out with this one, I was like, I need that. I read the notes. I was like, okay, I'm getting it. So this is Givenchy's Irresistible, but the Rose Velvet flanker. And this one is the creamier, sweeter sister of the original. The original is definitely a lot more fruity and fresh and crisp. Like, it has like that juicy, crisp freshness to it. This one is a lot smoother. Definitely a sweeter version, and this version to me is a little bit more sexy and it's a little bit like more feminine. The other one is super like I said, practical, but so good. Like, if you guys love like a fruity, fresh, clean smell with a little bit of sweetness, I feel like I'm using those adjectives a lot today, but that's kind of like the perfect spring fragrance. But the original is really good as well, but this one is the creamier version. You guys need this if you are into like smoother, creamy perfumes. Like the first one I mentioned, the Narciso one, for sure is in like that same family, like that powdery, creamy, like smooth, beautiful smell. It doesn't like have too much of anything. You just smell pretty, and that's definitely what this perfume feels like to me. And if you're wondering if this flanker has like anything to do with the first one as far as DNA, it has like a hint of the original DNA, but it still feels like its own fragrance to me. I have smelled other flankers in the past that smell like the original perfume, but this one doesn't smell that similar to it. Like I said, it's like a tiny bit. Like if I were to compare like C Fiore and like C by Giorgio Armani, like C Fiore, you can still smell like that C DNA. This one still smells like its own perfume. The only thing about this one, I have to spray on a lot more sprays. Like, I feel like the other ones I mentioned so far have great projection, but this one I feel like I have to spray a little bit more. But it's still such a gorgeous scent. If you guys are looking for something like woody, rose, creamy, sweet, if you're into rose, you need this. So this has top notes of blackcurrant, middle notes of rose water, rose, iris, patchouli, and woodsy notes. I definitely smell the iris in this, and that's what's setting it apart from the original. And for sure, I smell the rose, of course. And I smell the rose water. Like, it's something about the rose water in this one. It smells like a creamy rose water, and it's very milky. This is like a milky rose, and such a pretty like daytime spring smell. So I absolutely love this. Again, you need the original. The original is so good. Like, that's a safe blind buy. But if you're not into florals, I don't know if you would like this one. But if you're into like a creamy floral, if you're that kind of girl, then go ahead and get it, because I think it's so worth having it. Okay, so this next one is so underrated, and you guys have seen me talk about this perfume before, and I have no idea why people don't rave about this original version of this perfume more, because I absolutely love it, and that is Lancome Idol, the original Idol. I know this one has multiple flankers out now, but it's something so special about this one. I can't get enough of this perfume. I wore it the other day, and I got a compliment on it. The lady at Target was like, someone smells so pretty and beautiful, and Kelsey already knew it was me, and it was this. Such a beautiful scent. It's like a really pretty, practical, everyday smell, but you don't smell like everybody else. So if you're not like a vanilla kind of girl, if you don't like to smell like too sweet, you need this. This is just a gorgeous, unique, fruity, sweet, clean floral. It's so good. It's just like, if you guys have smelled this, you know it smells like different from other floral perfumes. And also, if you like a crisp, clean, just fresh out of the shower perfume, this is your girl. So this does have pear, bergamot, pink pepper, rose, jasmine, white musk, vanilla, patchouli, and cedar. I definitely don't smell the vanilla in this one. I for sure smell the fruity notes and the white musk and the cedar. So if you guys are looking for a woodsy, like clean, fruity smell, so good. Highly recommend. Cannot rave about this perfume enough. And last but not least, I do have one of the flankers of the Idol, and that is the Nectar one. I do think this one is worth purchasing because it is a lot sweeter and more gourmand than the original. If you guys are looking for a sweeter version, like a more nighttime version, this is it. The Idol Nectar is so good. It's like on another level compared to the first one if you're into sweet. If you're not into sweet, go with the original. You're going to be good with that one. But if you want like a nighttime version, if you want to smell like more like sweeter and like just more delicious, this is it. And it's crazy that this one has like nectar in the title, because the original smells more like nectar to me because of like all the fruity notes in that one. This one smells like sweeter and more edible, and I'm sure that's because of the notes. This does have grass rose, Turkish rose, caramel, popcorn, and vanilla. And the dry down, you for sure smell all three of those last notes. It's so sweet, so delicious and buttery, and just so edible and amazing. So you guys need this. I highly recommend this if you're looking for a new version of the Idol perfume. The Nectar is the way to go. You're gonna smell delicious. It's bomb, and it's definitely the sweetest like spring perfume I have as far as gourmands. Because like I said, I'm not a fan of gourmands in the springtime, but this one, unless it's nighttime. I love a gourmand at night, but this one is like perfect if you're into like a floral with some gourmands. It's really unique. I don't see those notes combined a lot, and this one is done right. So love the Idol Nectar. Okay guys, so that wraps up this video. Let me know in the comments down below like what's your favorite go-to spring perfume, and if you're gonna purchase any of the ones I talked about today, because I'm in love with all of them. I think you're gonna love them. I'm pretty confident you're gonna love at least two. I feel like I always give you guys a number to like get from this collection of favorites that I put together in all my perfume videos, and every perfume will be linked in the description box below if you're interested. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.